Okay, so I'm trying to show you one of my favorite custom playthroughs that I've done in Crusader Kings 3. So this is like the whole map. Pretty good view. But what I like to do is I like to come down here to the bottom left in Africa. And I like to pick either this spot right here or this spot right here. I'm not going to try to pronounce everything because I'm horrible at pronouncing. So I'm going to do a lot of here and there. So I like to come down here to this duchy, usually. I started this character. It's under the 400 points, even though I don't always do that, but for the sake of the video, and just sometimes I do it just to make it a little more difficult. So this is its stats right here, and those are the traits, and that's education. Okay. So I like to do that. I haven't found a spouse yet. It's just the very beginning. Just trying to explain. So in these two spots right here, you're going to have 3 gold mines. There's one here, but it's under a temple. So, and it gives you 5 to start with. And then it goes all the way up to 14. And if you have 3 of them, that kind of stacks. And of course, depending on your stewardship and everything else and development, the money is significantly more than that. But if your faith allows it, you can control the temple, so you'll have that one. And this faith does, but you can also create a faith if you don't have one that could let you control the temples. So there's one there, and then there's one over here, too. So you have, of course, you have to take this county from him, which, I mean, won't be that difficult to do. And then the other one is over here in this duchy, up here. So, and this one is just a regular one. So the first thing you'd want to do is to capture this as quickly as possible. So as of right now, I'm sure that I can do it. So I would take it. And then I would control all 3 of the gold mines. And then from there, I will do the playthrough I like to do, which is consider myself the Golden Bank. And that's like kind of like the Iron Bank in Game of Thrones, of course. That's where I got it from. But so I'll change the name of the kingdom that I create, or the duchy if I combined, and it'll be the Golden Bank. And it's like a whole like immersive like role-playing thing. And I will either take some of the surrounding counties just to get a little bit more control of the area before like summer like this gets really big. But I will do that, and then I kind of pretend, obviously there's some pretending in it, but I will like, if say like they're in a war down here, I may, if I want to see somebody win specifically, I'll just gift them a bunch of gold to like help them hire mercenaries and to make sure they can win the war. So I'm kind of like a different than like if you did the intrigue, an intrigue playthrough. It's like I'm just doing it with gold, and I'm controlling some of the wars with gold, and I pretend like they owe me. And of course, they're going to have, their opinion of you is going to grow once you give them the gifts. But I mean, once you give them the first one, the second one, it kind of just offsets it, so you don't continually get the opinion from them. But still, though, again, it's just imaginary. So you kind of have to have fun when you're playing games. You got to kind of like make a game within a game. That's what I like to do. So that's what I would do, and I'm the Golden Bank. And of course, eventually, you get so much gold that there's really nothing left for you to like build in what you own. So then you start helping your kids. So then you kind of get your kids a lot of these areas, and you give them a whole bunch of gold. I like to wait until they're of age, I guess, and treat it like a big inheritance. And I give them a whole bunch of gold, and then it makes them really powerful. And the next thing you know, they have a bunch of areas, and they're growing. So that's kind of like what I do and how I go about this particular playthrough, which is, again, I like to call it the Golden Bank. You can call it like the Iron Bank. You can make your own, whatever. But so that's what I like to do down here. And then there's other areas that have mines too. in which you could do it in like a different way. But that's what I like to do. I'm sure other people do this. I always wondered if people did that, if they came down here a lot. I know the people come down here and play a lot because of the gold mines. But I just wondered if they did that type of playthrough where it's kind of like you're like being a little bit of role playing within the game. But that's how I like to play it. I just kind of want to share that. It's my first video. I'm going to make more videos, and I want to continue to try to make content around the games that I like. It's not just going to be Crusader Kings 3. I'm looking forward to the College Football 27 when it comes out. I play Albion online, and I play Schedule 1. I play a lot of different games. Like, I'm very diverse when it comes to that. So I intend to like continue to make content, and I'm not very good at it yet. I'm not going to overly edit my videos, so I may be times where I'm rambling or I stutter or misspeak or whatever. But that's just, I feel like I don't want to be overly like make a big production of it and have a lot of graphics and cutscenes, and I don't know. I'm not going to be like a person who's like overly hyped for everything. I'm just kind of like a low key nerd almost, so to speak, but who also likes sports and other different games and stuff. So I will do a lot of immersive like playthroughs especially with Crusader Kings 3. I think especially with the big update coming out, the update is really going to change the whole dynamic of this game with the economy and everything. So that'll be a lot of fun. So I'll be making videos leading up to that and just kind of, seeing how I can do with this. Because again, I'm not, an expert whatsoever, and I have a lot of room for improvement and a lot of growth to go with learning how to make videos and stuff and talking. I'm not obviously a public speaker or anything like that, but I love video games and I want to be able to do this because I'm very interested in it. And I think there's people out there like me who would want to watch me play and be a part of a little bit of community with me. So that's what I'm looking to do. But I just wanted to share this particular custom playthrough. So if you're interested, comment below and I can give you more information, or maybe I can follow along with your playthrough and see how you like to do it differently than me. But again, this playthrough is called the Golden Bank, where you control the gold mines in this county, and then over here. And you amass a lot of gold really, really fast once you get them all built, and the development starts to grow. And if you have a high stewardship, and you just continue to let it grow, and then you can kind of just control this area right here, and it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of counties, there's a lot of going on, especially if you become like non-tribal, like really a lot sooner than everybody else. Like your gold is just like it stacks up really high. But anyway, I don't want to ramble too much more on this first video, but let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Thank you guys very much.